How do you connect your action cam to your helmet? This is an old action cam that I have, and it's a GoPro Hero 3, but having bought a new action cam, I need to connect it to the helmet. So do you put it at the front, something like that? But as you can see on this helmet, I have a button on the front. Do you put it on the top, sort of 𝗘𝘀𝗏𝗵𝗁 mode, or do you put it on the side, sort of like a bull with one horn mode? Well, that's what we're going to look at today. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rider Ramblings. Today we're going to look at attaching my new camera, which is going to be premiered in the next video, to my Shoei Neotech 2. Now, I like to try and keep things as OEM as possible. So what I have done is I have purchased at great expense from America a chin mount. Now the postage from America and the customs duty was actually more than the chin mount. It really was. So this is for the Neotech 2, but I imagine for the Neotech 3 it's virtually identical. So let's see what we get in the box, or the packet should I say. Alright, okay. So we get the packet itself, which tells you what's included. You get the chin mount, which is very small indeed. I don't know if you can see that. That is quite small indeed. It has 3M tape on the back. You get a security strap, although I'm not too sure exactly how the security strap fixes on, but it does have again some 3M tape. You get, of course, your obligatory stickers, yeah, which of course I won't be using. You get an instruction manual, which is really good. Okay, it's only in English, so I'll probably need to read that. And you get some wipes, so a dry wipe and a wet wipe. So there will probably tell me how to use it. Now let's see how I can attach this to the front of my helmet. Now, I think it's probably best if I open the front of the helmet. So it looks like the chin mount fits there, like that, at the front of the helmet. Now, do I want a black thing attached to the front of the helmet, or would I prefer, when I'm not wearing a camera, to have it white like the helmet? Just in case I want it white, I have actually bought some white acrylic. So what I will do, because I think I prefer to have it white, is I shall paint it white, and we will see how that works. Now, painting it white is probably going to take me a day or two, so we will come back. Managed to paint the chin mount with some white acrylic paint. Unfortunately it was with a brush, and because the chin mount is 3D printed, it's a bit rough, but it looks okay, so we'll see how it does. Let me just move some of this detritus away. I'm going to need that. So the instructions, and I did read them, there is an instruction manual here, and I did read them. It says that you need to clean your helmet. So first get your helmet, and you need to clean the section which is going to be where it's going to be attached to. So that's going to be interesting. Here we go. There. Let me just move that a bit over there. So it's going to be attached here. So it says wet and dry. So let's start with the wet. So the helmet was cleaned actually last time I used it, so it should be clean. Oops, I do apologize, I knocked the tripod. Right, so that's been wiped. I'm going to wipe, as I've been painting this, just there's a little black piece there. I'm just going to wipe that. Now this chin mount has been sat on the radiator for about 12 hours because they say you need to warm the 3M tape stuff. So I've done that, and next they say you need to use, as I say, a hairdryer or something similar to warm it. So I shall just move the helmet a bit out of the way, and I do apologize, but this is going to be a bit noisy. So here we go. I have the Mrs.'s hairdryer. Apologize for the noise there. Right, let's see if we can attach this in the right place. I do have some spare 3M sticky things. So it goes there. And that is about central. So I shall push down hard and tightly. I do apologise, I can't see what I needed to see what I was doing then. I do apologise. Right, so now that we've done that, I need to find a way of holding it on there, because it says you should do this for about 24 hours. You should hold it on for about 24 hours. So I have some elastic bands, and so what I'm going to do is just wrap some elastic bands around the system. I need to take the breath guard out, I think, and I shall do apologise. I keep knocking the camera, but I'm working with a limited amount of space. I do apologise there. I'm not sure how we're going to attach these two ends together. Oh dear. Probably tie a knot, I think. So Let's see if we can. This is proving a bit more fiddly than I expected it to be. Oops. Well, as you can see, I need to start again. Right, let's find a place where it's a bit narrower, so I've got a bit more space. So, having used a lot of glue in the past with my leather work, I know that it's a good idea to use pressure. So I have to hold things down. So that's one. So that's one on. I shall put a second one on. Why isn't that holding open? That's better. I shall put a second one on. Just for good measure. And then we'll come back in 24 hours and see how it's done. So, watch this space. About 36 hours for the glue to dry. You'll see I've also put a thingy, a spreader, just to tighten the bands a bit. So let's see if it's all worked. Because, oops, I always have believed in Sod's law. I shall leave the rubber bands on in case I have to do this all over again. So I just have a GoPro mount, so we will give it a go. Lift it up. And oops, have I put too much paint on? I might have put too much paint on. Oh no. Maybe yes. Well, the GoPro mount goes in. I can still open and close the helmet. I wonder if I can get the GoPro mount out with all this paint on. I can. I think it's, with all the paint on, I think it's going to take a couple of goes to smooth it all off. I suppose I could use some sandpaper or something similar, just to smooth the insides there, which I might just do. But that seems to fit. Let's try from the top. It has to go in that way from the top. That's why I couldn't do it. It seems that they are keyed one way. Yep. Well, that clips on nicely. It seems to be secure. So we'll consider that a success. As I say, the problem I have is actually getting this thing off. I think I'm going to have to sand it a little, just to make it a bit smoother. Never mind. So that's that. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Subscribing really does help the channel. And we'll see you next time when we unveil the actual camera that I bought.